Hi, I'm Kevin. Thanks for visiting my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a super delicious French tart shell. You could fill the shell with something sweet like chocolate pudding or with something savory like the asparagus tart I'm going to film for you a little later this week. In any event, it's super simple to make. Tip 1.5 cups of flour into a food processor. Add a half teaspoon of salt and 1 stick, that's half a cup, of diced butter. Now pulse the machine a few times just to break up the butter. Then remove the lid and add 1/4 cup of cold water. Then return the lid and process until the dough masses on the blade. Here we go. You'll know the dough is massing on the blade when the machine starts making this clunky sound. Here we go. We have our dough. Dump the dough onto a sheet of plastic wrap. Form the dough into a ball and then flatten the ball with your hands into a disc. Then wrap up the dough. Put this in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour, and before you roll out the dough, let it warm to room temperature for at least 20 minutes. This dough, by the way, is really easy to roll out. I always start in the middle and then push the rolling pin to about 1/2 inch from the edge. And you just roll and turn, turning the dough, that is, about 1/4 turn. And we want to roll this into a 11-inch diameter circle. Now fold the dough into quarters. Now take a 9-inch diameter Tart Pan that has a removable bottom, and you can buy this kind of pan in almost any kitchen supply store. I bought mine from Amazon for about $10. And then unfold the dough into the Tart Pan, lifting the dough and gently settling it into the pan. Then fold the overhang inward towards the edge of the pan and use your fingers or your thumbs to push the edge against the rim of the pan. Then dock the dough all over with the tines of a fork. Only dock the bottom of the crust, not the sides. Then place a large sheet of aluminum foil over the crust and press it into the contours of the pan. And fill the lined pan with 1 pound of proper pie weights, or, as I'm using, dried beans. This next step is critical. Freeze the tart for at least 30 minutes. Meanwhile, preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, put the Tart Pan on a baking sheet and pop it in the oven. And set the timer for 15 minutes. And I'll come back in 15 minutes and show you the next step. Okay, 15 minutes are up, so remove the foil and the beans. And as you can see, the tart has cooked. It has not shrunk at all because the beans held everything in place. And what we have to do now is return the tart crust to the oven and let it finish baking for another 15 minutes or until the crust feels dry to the touch. I'll be back. And here's our finished tart shell, all baked and beautiful. You can fill the shell at this point, or you can unmold it and let it cool completely on a wire rack. It will stay fresh and wonderful for up to 24 hours at room temperature. For longer storage, you can freeze the shell. Well, I hope this tutorial was helpful to you. Tomorrow, I'm going to use this very shell for my asparagus tart, so I hope you'll visit again. Also, I hope you'll subscribe and post a comment below. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.